Hi, honeys. It's Michelle. Today I'm going to do a coffee and a classic unboxing. I figured let's keep the Christmas background. The holidays aren't over yet, not till New Year's. We're going to keep this a little longer. Of course, I'm probably going to keep my tree until it tells me it's ready to go outside. This morning I am drinking my coffee out of a Las Vegas mug. I thought, why not look like a tourist today? We started watching The Irishman last night, got about an hour in, so apparently we have like 4 more hours to go today. Guess what coffee I'm drinking, by the way? I'm drinking this. I have been drinking one mug of this a day for weeks, and it's lasted the whole time. There's a little bit left. I don't know if it's enough to make a whole mug or not, but I'm going to try. I have absolutely loved this stuff. It is just wonderful. It's the perfect holiday coffee. So I've been having my Starbucks coffee in the morning, and then I've been having this in the afternoon, and I just love it. And as many of you know, this came in my last coffee in a classic box. It's a Christmas Coffee by Designed, Portland, Maine, and it's caramel, pecan, vanilla, and cinnamon flavored coffee with a touch of rum. I'm saying yes. So if you want to look them up and try to give their coffee a shot, I highly recommend it. So speaking of last month's box, it took me quite a while to get started on that book because I was reading this. And my gosh, The Count of Monte Cristo, this is a book. I'm just going to tell you, it normally takes me maybe a week and a half to get through a book. You know, I don't read as much as I used to between my full-time day job and my YouTube page. I don't have as much time to read. Therefore, I usually do a lot of reading before I go to bed at night and on the weekends, but not a lot during the rest of the day. This book, it took me a month to read it. I absolutely love the book. We're going to be watching the movie soon. I haven't seen it in years, and now that I've read the book, I want to see the movie. But one thing about this book, anybody who's read it will probably attest to this. There are a lot of dry spots, and it's hard to get through those dry spots. And the other thing that's really hard, it's hard to keep track of the different characters. If I were to offer some critique to the author, which I'm sure he doesn't care what I think. In fact, this book was probably written so long ago that he really doesn't care what I think. If I were him, hey, honey.
What?
Oh, do you know when The Count of Monte Cristo originally was published?
You got to look at the cover. I don't know what the original publishing is.
I mean, what date?
I'll look it up.
Do you think it was the 1800s? It says Library of Congress Cataloging and Publication Data, Dumas, Alexander, 1802 to 1870. Is that how long he was alive?
Yeah, that was his lifespan.
Okay, so he definitely doesn't care what I think of this book because he passed away over 100 and
Century and a half ago.
150 years ago. But if I was him, if I was able to offer him a little bit of critique, when you write another book, could you please do a little bit more character development? It was very hard to keep track of the different characters and the differences between them. Because the only differences I had for most of them was their names, which for me were kind of similar, or things they had done, which for me were kind of similar. So it was kind of hard to remember who was who for me. But it was a damn good book. I'm not going to lie. I can see why it's a classic. I loved it. I'm happy that my husband told me to read it. And I can't wait to watch the movie. Will I be reading it again? Probably not because of all the dry spots and the character development issues, but really liked it. You know what I mean? It's like I liked it and I didn't. So I just started reading last month's Coffee and a Classic book, A Christmas Carol. And I just started it, so I'm 22 pages in, already loving it. I don't know why I waited so long to start reading this book. It's my favorite Christmas story. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I'm reading it now. I'll probably drill through it pretty quick. It's actually, I'm kind of glad I didn't start reading it until a couple days ago, because I actually think it's just as good of a book to read over the new year as it is over Christmas. And for me, because I was cooking and entertaining and doing Vlogmas over Christmas, I didn't really have a chance to absorb things like I can right now. So for me personally, it's probably better that I waited to start reading it. I'm definitely going to be using my reading glasses a lot with the tiny writing in there. I don't know if you've seen the writing in this book. It's kind of little. I mean, it could be smaller, but it's pretty little. My apartment complex, they write my apartment number on all four corners of the box and on the top when things are sent to me. And apparently they haven't thought about the fact that I might have a YouTube page where I'm unboxing things and I don't want my apartment number written all over the box. But I digress. It is, so this is how I'm showing you the box. But it's just too much to try to block out. They use this huge black marker and they just go nuts with it. Apparently somebody really likes to be a little over the top with the whole thing. When I open the box, this is what it looks like on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna look at this last. I always do. You know me. More coffee. I do the, if you go on their website and you decide to sign up, you'll see there's different options. There is the option for, let's see, you can do fiction, nonfiction, or children's. And then you can do coffee, tea, hot chocolate, or surprise me. I said surprise me, and she surprised me in a very happy way by sending me more coffee, because while I do like tea, I do drink more coffee than I do tea. The book this month is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. The coffee is Agatha Christie Wood Roasted Coffee Honey Process from Speckled Axe, roasted in Portland, Maine. So this might be the same brand as the last coffee that I had. And I hope it is, because I loved it. But you can kind of see through here. Yeah, look at all this coffee all the way up to here. That'll probably last me until the next box. And I love that. Okay, let's see what it smells like. Oh, that smells good. Roasted wood coffee. You can kind of smell the honey, but you can definitely smell the wood, the woodsy smell. I'm a fan of that, so. Okay, what do we have next here? There's a box, and it says the Storm Scrub Soap, handcrafted, contains sea salt. Oh, yeah, I'm a fan of this. I had some soap in the past that was like this. Oh, it smells good too. It smells like, it doesn't smell like the ocean in a bad way. It smells like candles that represent the ocean. There's a big difference, in my opinion. Candles that smell like the ocean smell good. If you actually go to the ocean, it kind of smells like something's rotting. But this smells good. And then it's got little sea salt speckles in it for exfoliation. I like to use these on my hands when I wash them. It gets, especially right now with it being winter and I'm in a cold, dry environment, my hands are getting dry and they're getting kind of rough. This should help slough off the dead skin cells, and then I can put lotion on after I wash my hands, and hopefully this dry skin issue will go away. If you hear nonstop cussing in the background, that is my husband playing his Xbox game. He gets a little animated with it, and I don't blame him. Okay, up next is this box here. It says 10 little soldier boys went out to dine. Is this a coaster set? No, it's not a coaster. It's a coaster. Actually, this is better. It's one coaster, and it's made out of stone. It's nice and thick and strong, which I prefer to a thin cardboard set. So for me, this is better. Isn't that great? So I can use it when I'm drinking this coffee that they sent me. So I don't even know how to tell you this. I'm kind of embarrassed, but that's okay. I love mystery books. That's my favorite genre. For me, moving into the classics is a little bit of a stretch, and I'm not saying that I don't enjoy them, but if I'm just going off of pure delight, intended purposes, I'm going to be reading a good mystery novel. And I've never read an Agatha Christie book. What? I know. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what this book is about, aside from the fact that it's a murder mystery and it was written by arguably the best mystery novelist ever. But I haven't read any of her books, so I don't know if I agree with that or not. But okay, so up next is this beautiful burgundy colored bag, and in it is a black bookmark that I guess you could also use as a choker. It's elastic, so I guess you could. No. Oh, no, you can't. It doesn't come apart. I see. It's elastic so that you can get it around the book. So it's got a envelope and an axe. This will end up going in my little box where I'm keeping all of these cute little bookmarks. I'll admit I don't use these. I really only use bookmarks that look like this. That's what I like personally. Or I really like the bookmarks that are paper clips, but I'm not a fan of the other kind. So I'm just saving all of them so that, I don't know, I can keep them in a little box and look back on my coffee and a classic review days at some point. I don't know. Okay. Let me open this up so I can show you. So this book is sealed. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up so I can show you what's inside. Here we go. Here's what this book looks like. It's beautiful. So this is And Then There Were None and Other Classic Mysteries by Agatha Christie. On the back it says, And Then There Were None, Crooked House, and Endless Night. So I'm assuming those are all Agatha Christie books. Here's what the inside looks like. It says, okay, they are all Agatha Christie. And Then There Were None, 1939, Agatha Christie. Endless Night, 1967, Agatha Christie. And Crooked House, 1949, Agatha Christie. I think Crooked House is a movie that had just come out on Amazon. Am I right? And there you go. It starts out with a little poem. And then the book starts. And that's it. It's got the gold edges on the pages. It's a very beautiful book. It'll look really nice on my classic literature bookcase. Also, this card here, it says Agatha Christie and then there were none. Coffee. Oh, hold on. Coffee, Ethiopia, Coke honey processed coffee from Speckled Axe, Portland, Maine. Bookmark, handmade elastic bookmark band from Coffee and a Classic. Bookish 1, Cold Spring Scrub, cold process soap bar. Bookish item 2, 10 Little Soldiers, natural black slate coaster. Have you read Agatha Christie books? Do you like them? Have you watched movies about her books? Do you like them? I want to know. I will be back with another Coffee and a Classic in a month, and it will not be a Vlogmas video like this one is, but it'll be a January Coffee and a Classic. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking around through the whole video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Good night. God bless you, and I love you. Bye.